My context is this. Yes, I would agree. I go to the same markets that Dr. Boll goes to. I go to the American film market, the Berlin film market, the Cannes film market. And in the last year, it has been noticeable that attendance at these markets and the deals at these markets are lower. That is a fact. Does that mean that independent film is dead? No, that does not mean that independent film is dead. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit drunk from the award ceremony. What I want to tell you is that independent film has gone through a period in time where we're going to look back in 20 years and say this was the time when independent film was fat and self-absorbed. It didn't know what the fuck it was doing. Now we are back on track. We've lost the fat out of our system. We were back. We're a lean fucking fighting machine, just like this machine right here. Furthermore, I can say, in the year 2000, some may say the end of the heyday of independent cinema. If you look at the number of films that were making a profit on a 600 or lower release pattern in the United States, and you look at that same number today, is the exact same number. The market has not changed. We've just gotten rid of the fat. What have we gained? We have gained alternative platforms. We have gained VOD. We have gained we have gained iTunes. We have gained the platforms that independent filmmakers who are making films on a very low budget can get their films out to the public and make money, and make absolute money. There's anecdotal cases in the last year where there are independent filmmakers that have gone out, released their own films, or gone through a VOD deal and made many times over the budget of their film. This was an opportunity that was not allowed to people 10 years ago. Right now, I say to you people, this is the glory days of independent film. We are at the very cusp of a very exciting time. We have 95 million television sets in the United States that have the capability of downloading VOD films. There are companies out there right now that are offering, maybe they're not offering the guarantee that we saw 5 years ago, but what they are offering now, they are offering true gross percentage deals, 25% to 50% of every dollar that comes through VOD sales back to the filmmaker. So if you're an independent filmmaker, you keep your budgets low, you maximize the tax subsidies, you take a good VOD deal, you're going to be a goddamn champion. He's got Boll in the ring. He Boll's running. Boll's running.
Yeah. Look, the people said like 8 years ago, like VOD will makes the DVD dissolve, and basically it actually grows, especially in UK, for example. But the reality is, like, let's say you have a movie like BloodRayne 2, for example. You get out of DVD in US under 40,000 bucks with a movie what is on all the platforms, right? So what shows you will be not the champ, you will be only like digging yourself a little higher up because you're deep in the pit. Look, there's a story like the Terry Gilliam film, for example. They shot that in Vancouver on the set after Heath Ledger died with the other actors, and the office was directly across our office. And the reality is that the guy who financed it all is a Vancouver businessman who put like 25 million bucks in that movies. He died during the production. He was totally depressed. He got an arm amputation because he had cancer, and he died. So in the end, you can hail Terry Gilliam. Whatever the reality is, they tanked on that movie at least 25 million bucks because nobody buys it. So, and I'm on that side. You know, I'm even if I get bashed to the ground and always Nazi good, whatever. But the reality is, that there is somebody pays. And I'm sure a lot of people who make movies here in that room, they know that somebody pays. And if you get them really the receipts, you will see that the normal independent movie produced for $1 million or $2 million will stay unsold in 90% of the territories. You know, the reality is that all the studios spending absurd amounts to get the movies out, and the independent movies are not in that circle anymore. They're just not getting that release. Of course, there are always the exemptions. There are always movies out there they will make a profit. And of course, there are surprising movies they turn into being big, you know. But is Juno a surprising movie, or is it a Fox movie? You know, there's a thing what also totally absurd is in the press always that surprising movies are in reality like planned releases from the major studios. This has nothing to do with independent. Yeah. So so this for maybe Tim can counter this.
So I'm just gonna say right here, we're gonna have a rebuttal from Tim, and then I'm gonna allow you guys both a 30-second closing argument before Tim dies. Because I just want to hear his voice again, so I can remember. And his wife is here; it's gonna be sad. So Tim, your rebuttal.
The first thing I want to do is define independent. We've gone into an arena here where we're talking about Juno and we're talking about Fox. To me, I love Juno, and I think Fox Searchlight is a wonderful company because they give us Gentlemen Broncos are open at night film, of course. Nonetheless, independent to me feels more like the films that are here at Fantastic Fest. And all I'm trying to stress is that there's deals here to be made. The big deals and the films that we're talking about, that Dr. Boll is talking about, are films that are above what I'm calling independent. They're talking about the $10 million to $30 million films. These films are the problem. This is what's gone away. This is the market that's dropped out of the system. I feel that the smaller films, the smart films, the really quality films from young independent filmmakers have an option. And what the option is, it's created by several things. One, it's created by people like you creating buzz from places like Fantastic Fest. You guys are creating some buzz right now that drives momentum for future VOD and DVD and online sales. The other thing that happens is the blogging community. It's also the social network community. If you are smart enough to build a genre movie, because that's the arena we're talking in right now, that has some sort of hook, that has something that gets people excited, the word is going to be spreading quickly. It's so easy right now to spread word if you have got a quality piece of entertainment. And now we're talking about VOD deals that are percentage-based. Yes, you do not get the $10 million that you have to recoup from P&A, but to me that is not independent. What independent is, you poured your heart and soul into a movie, you spent everything you had, you have an opportunity, if the movie is dope, if the movie has a great campaign, then you can get $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 out of a VOD deal. Because I personally selected Rampage for this festival. What I saw in Rampage was not a big budget period piece, not special effects, although it was a really great explosion scene in the police station. That was very great. But what I saw was guerrilla tactics, independent filmmaking, a beautiful story, a twist ending, wonderful, and I assume that this is a smaller budget movie. And I think that you can play in this independent arena and you can make a ton of money because you, sir, are an excellent filmmaker.
What appropriate words to honor his death. So let's go ahead and clear the ring now. We're going to clear the ring. It is okay to cheer on either or both of these opponents.
Don't die, Tim!
Remember, he chose Rampage. I just want to point that out. But ladies and gentlemen, let's never forget, we are in America, home of the underdogs. Anything can happen. They're moving in, they're both exchanging good blows. Could be anybody's match. Oh no, they're starting, oh, to the head! We're halfway through the final round. Oh, they got to the head again! There's only 30 seconds left. Either of these giants can make it. This is colossal. We're moving in, obviously with anger and respect, simultaneously combining. It's like some erotic love fest, and oh God, I'm in danger. 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to call an absolute tie.